There you have it. The president talking about a blue-collar boom. Yes, we've got one. Kevin Brady, Texas Republican, with us, top tax writing guy on the Ways and Means Committee. So I think that this blue-collar boom is real, and I think it was created by the president's tax cuts, your tax cuts. So tell us about Tax Cuts 2.0. I am told that you're trying to lower the rate, the federal income tax rate, that middle-income people pay. Is that accurate?
Well, so the focus will be on middle-class, blue-collar workers. That's where the president's heart is, and I can't tell you how many times during tax reform he talked to me about what do we do for the middle class, what do we do about blue-collar workers, how do we bring U.S. Manufacturing and jobs back to the United States. That's why it was really satisfying to see the president talk about that blue-collar boom, because at the heart, his leadership in a Republican Congress, instead of doing silly things like impeachment, focus on jobs and paychecks and competitiveness. 2.0, we are convinced that there's more growth to be had in the U.S. economy with the right decisions, and clearly locking in the tax cuts for small businesses and families, really important, doing more for those blue-collar workers. And then we think, too, that America's tax code ought to be the #1 most innovation-friendly code on the planet, because our competitors are really aggressive.
So you're looking at fiscal stimulus if President Trump wins a second term and hopefully wins back the House for the Republicans. But is there any talk about how to pay for a middle-class tax cut?
Yeah, so the one thing I would say differently is that we're really not looking for stimulus, just like the tax cuts. We're looking to redesign our tax code to make it much more competitive, certainly for the long term as well. It already is, but I think with 6 countries that have already lowered their business rates since we passed our tax cuts, some of them lower than us, we need to understand we're in a competitive world. America needs to continue to fight hard, because those are where these blue-collar jobs are coming from.
Now, when I looked at the speech last night, my judgment was that the president won hands down.
Yeah.
And my judgment was also that Speaker Pelosi, especially when she ripped up the speech, looked at the very least petulant. You were there. How did you see it?
Yeah, that was pretty childish. I don't think Americans really think that's how. I don't care how much you hate someone or don't like them. That's not how you act as the Speaker of the House, and I don't think Americans will reward her for it. But I was sort of stunned. You know, look at those good economic news for lower and middle income. The fact women are winning the jobs race for the first time. Women of color are winning the jobs race, and income inequality is actually shrinking for the first. We ought to be celebrating lifting people out of poverty. That's something both parties ought to be supportive of as we work to do more of it. But boy, you didn't see that at all last night. That was disappointing.
Got it. Congressman Kevin Brady, we'll see you again soon. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Stu.